Alright, we're skipping the intro here, guys, because Bleach is back. Bleach is back, okay? We have Bleach. And you guys can tell I already took out the volume we start on. I already took out the volume, and when I watched the episode, I watched it again. I went through, my beautiful Viz volume here of Bleach, and just to see what the differences were for the episode, right? Just to see what the differences were for the episode. Now, right out of the gate, because we're going to skip the intro. I'm Griever, yada, yada, yada. But Bleach episode 1. Okay, 1,000-year blood war arc. 10 out of 10. If that's what you're here for, if you guys are here for my rating, 10 out of goddamn 10, okay? Because what did we really need? What did we need with so many disappointing animes and reboots and that kind of idea, or mixed opinions anyway? A lot of people hated on the Shaman King reboot. I thought it was perfectly fine. A few flaws here and there, but still a very solid adaptation, and I really liked it. But for the most part, a lot of people have been upset for this, that, and the other reason. If you don't have Demon Slayer level animation, people shit all over it, right? That seems to be the case for a lot of new age animes. However, Bleach did everything right. It did absolutely everything right in this opening episode. It truly did. And for me, I've been waiting years. I've been waiting a decade, right? Like a lot of you. A lot of fans have been waiting a long time. There are people that didn't get into Bleach until after it was over. Didn't get into Bleach until, the Fullbring arc was there, or 1,000-year blood arc was already happening and stuff. No. I've been here since day damn one. And it's not only exciting to know that we have the Hellverse arc in the manga coming back and stuff, but it's also so nice that the original series is going to fully get a fleshed out, completed anime adaptation. It ended one arc short, and it's about goddamn time we got it back. And right here, this episode, did it have some changes from the chapters? Yeah. But are they minor changes for pacing reasons? 100%. Because I know a lot of people were concerned. Two things that I saw people concerned about. Too many stills in the trailer. Stop watching trailers then if you're just going to nitpick. And number 2, just wait for the product and then judge it. That's what I do. And number 2 is people were thinking that there was going to be, because apparently there's only going to be 48 to 52 episodes apparently, and that's going to cover the whole arc. That's all we're getting. We're getting 50 odd episodes, right? From what I hear. Now, whether that's correct or not, I have no idea. But people said there's over 200 chapters. There's not enough time to get through everything, especially if Kubo's going to try to flesh out, because, of course, the last volume, extremely rushed. The last couple volumes were extremely rushed. Quick jump edit before we end off the video. I happened to, after finishing the recording, I did happen to just do a quick scan of Volume 55, which, of course, is where we start off in the episode. And just wanted to make a quick remark about the pacing, because people, as I said, were still concerned about 50-odd episodes. Well, to put it in perspective, this volume is Volume 55, and that's where we started off with our first episode. There is Volumes 55 up until 74. That's when the original series ends, Volume 55 to 74. And put it in perspective, this is one volume, and here is how much that first episode covered. Kind of looks like about half. So, just so we're clear, that first episode was half of the first volume. 55 to 74. I don't think we have anything to worry ourselves about, guys. Alright, so back to the video. And there's a lot of problems that Kubo was apparently, from what we've heard, is going to be fixing. He's going to be fixing a lot of fights, and he's going to be fixing a lot of issues that we had going forward with that stuff. So one of the things that I can honestly say is, no, the pacing was perfectly fine. The pacing was great, and the animation was, that's everything I could have wanted. The dark overtones, the animation quality was just it, and it looked like Bleach. That was the key thing. I was concerned just a wee bit. I saw the trailer stills and I was okay. But one of the concerning aspects is, if you're an old anime watcher like I am, different seasons, especially back in the day, not so much now, but when different studios and different seasons, and there are hiatuses and breaks and catch up to the manga and all this stuff in between things, animation styles and character, sometimes it's minuscule, but sometimes it's very noticeable, and the character designs change. The things that we liked about certain designs and stuff, they don't seem as cool or as pretty or as flashy or as whatever. And one of the things I can honestly say, it's perfect. It looks absolutely exactly like I wanted it to. It looks flawless. It sounds, the sound alone in this episode, because we only cover about 4 chapters from volume 55. I think it's 55, is it? Yeah, volume 55. So we cover about 4 odd chapters from 55. We cut out the unnecessary shit, and we extend, of course, they're back, so we need to do an extended introduction scene with, Orihime, here's Chad, here's Uryu, and here's, of course, Kurosaki Ichigo. Let's go, right? So we needed that. And what else did we need this episode? If you're gonna bring this damn thing back, what did we need to hear? Well, you see the finger up. We needed to hear number goddamn 1, and we got the remix version, or it's not really a remix because it's done by the same people. They redid it. There is a term for it when the same artist. A remix is generally when a third party takes the song and changes up shit. But we're just going to use the word remix for now. I forget what, a re-recording, I guess? Anyways, or version 2. It's the new one from the trailer, but it sounds awesome. It sounds amazing. It's still the same lyrics. It's still got that same beat. It's still got that same hype. And it was really good. Another change that I noticed from the trailer was the purple and black aura sort of idea that Ichigo was having this time. It was more of a purplish aura around his Bankai. It's changed to the more classic yellow that he used to have back in season 1 before he even got Bankai, because his Bankai used to have the red aura. He used to have black and red for his Getsuga and all that stuff. Now it's black and white. That looks really nice. But also, we're not changing up the color scheme with the purple. We're going for a bit of the yellow colored blast, which actually they were sort of blue in the original. In the original series, they were sort of blue, but in the colored pages, they were usually painted as, or colored as yellow blasts, like his Getsuga Tenshos and stuff in the early volumes. If you read the colorized versions, you'd see that the blasts were yellow. So it seems like we're going away from the anime's blue and also the anime's red and black, and we're going to go from the colored versions yellow, and then just this black and white theme for the Bankai Getsuga Tensho, and it looks really nice. I watched, of course, the sub and stuff like that, and I grew up with the dub, and it's one of the best dubs, I think, in anime history. It's definitely one of the best. I have zero problems with any of the voice actors, period, in the dub for Bleach. I just don't. I think they're all great. So I'll be excited to watch it in the dub format. I don't even know if it's out in the dub format yet, to be honest with you, or when it's coming out. But I don't know if that was released at the same time. I'm going to go have to check my Disney Plus, audio sound settings. But suffice it to say, what have we so far talked about? The pacing's fine. It follows about 4 odd chapters of volume 55. Pacing-wise, it's fantastic. It was everything I could have hoped for. We're not slouching in anything. We're not adding anything new thus far. The animation is great. Now, there was some CGI hollows, but they looked fine. I didn't really even notice or care. So I don't think there's going to be a heavy use of CGI. I just think for these 360 shots and stuff, sometimes it's easier. Do a little bit of CGI. It looked fine. It was the nighttime tone. It was the middle of the night. It had the dark overtones. It worked. It looked fine. It did not look shitty whatsoever. So I had no problem with it. It had to be pointed out to me that it was CGI. I was too hyped and too much paying attention to Ichigo and the gang fighting for the first time that I've seen in, a decade. So for me, I wasn't exactly watching the random CGI holo designs in the background. I'm looking at my main goddamn cast going, yeah, here we go. So maybe that was just me. So that didn't bother me whatsoever if anybody's going to nitpick about a little bit of CGI in one fucking scene. And what else was there? We had of course, the classic lines. They've declared war and all that stuff. The Quincy's are back. They've declared war. And they've said, we're declaring war on you, so you got 9 days and you're going to be shit on. We also get the prophecy, the 99999 prophecy at the beginning, opening up the series, so that's actually kind of good, because I don't think we got that initially. I'm not sure, but I don't think we got that until a little bit later. And then we got some of the classic lines. We got, and the changes. I think it was a slight change. Once again, I haven't done a full reread. Maybe I should for future episode reviews, because I'm going to be reviewing every episode, hopefully as they come out, assuming that I can get my hands on the episodes. I do have Disney Plus, but I don't know what the schedule is like up here in Canada. Couple of changes that I think I noticed was, of course, we got the prophecy early, but also we have Chojiro's Bankai was revealed because Yamamoto notices that he activates it, and that's when, they come into the head commander's quarters and they declare war and all that stuff. But I don't think he originally acknowledged that. But we see the flash, and he's like, I know that, son. That's such and such Bankai. And I was like, that's a nice little added touch if that was added. I'm going to have to go back and check. But that was a nice touch if added. We got the badass lines, of course, the I don't know who you are, but get the hell off my bed sort of idea. Ichigo's back in full form. Let's go. And Yamamoto, of course, with his, there's no greater security than myself. I don't need security. What do I need security for? You come at me, I am the security bitch. So, got some great lines. We end off with Yuha Bach. We end off with Yuha talking his big game and everything like that at the end of the episode. We also get a bit of a montage at the end of the episode that I really, really liked. It was about 3 minutes. It played a whole song. I don't think it's meant to be it might be the opening or ending theme, but I don't think the animations we're seeing, because it seemed quite long, are the ending or opening. Because generally nowadays, for some reason, new animes, when they have a new season, they do the whole episode, you don't get an opening, and they play the opening at the end of the episode. For the first episode, and then from the second episode on, you get your opening, which you saw at the end of the first one and the ending. I don't know why they started doing that format. They've been doing it the last decade or so. It's much different from when I was growing up, but either way, fact of the matter is, this was everyone was so hyped for Bleach to come back. I'm one of them. It's one of my top 3 mangas, animes of all time. It just is. Call it nostalgia, call it a shonen wanker, call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Bleach is awesome. It's one of the best things that was ever in Jump, and it's one of the best things I ever read. It just really is. Is it the most complicated 4D chess storytelling? No. Is it the hypest thing you're ever going to read? Probably not. But it's solid. It's just consistently solid. It has the greatest shonen arc of all time. People argue the Chimera Ant arc, whatever, but Soul Society is the greatest arc in shonen. It just is. And there's so much surrounding Bleach, and so much hype for it. And the fact that we had to wait so long when we're suffering through other things like Boruto and stuff like that with the Naruto franchise and all these things, and it's like we're just sitting back like, can we not get Kubo back in the driver's seat, please? And we need it. We need it badly, and we've been needing it for a while now. So having not only the Bleach manga come back, but this anime, this episode was fan-fucking-tastic. I had no problems, no flaws. I'm just fangirling over here about it. So, but what did you guys think of the episode? Let me know, because I'm going to be reviewing these episodes. Of course, this first video is more about me wanking off Bleach, and just being so excited that it's back. But I will be going through. I'll probably be reading, so a bit of spoiler warning for future episodes, and I'll try to remember to do that. But I'll be reading the chapters after I've seen the episode, and I'll be going back and seeing if there's any major changes, minor changes, scenes misplaced. Not the most minor things, like, oh, this scene actually happens before this. Nothing like that, but just to see if there are any changes. Like, as I said, I don't think in the manga he acknowledged that the Bankai was being revealed. Maybe he did, and maybe I haven't remembered. But if not, still a nice addition. If it is an addition, if not, fine dandy. It was cool at the time too. But I think also, once again, animation and color matter. I think that does change your perspective on what is actually going on versus black and white, reading the manga. So, but anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. This was the first episode of Bleach, and I've just been enjoying the hell out of my day. I've watched it twice so far. Just enjoyed it both times. It's solid as shit. Can't wait to see if that was the opening, as I said. The montage was really good, showcasing the entire story up till now, using the original anime footage. So I'm really excited to see if that was the opening song or the ending song, and what our opening and ending is actually going to be in the next episode. I'm assuming that's when we're going to get it. So, but yeah, no problems with it. 10 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I fucking did. See you back here next time. Bye-bye.